When you're winning, it's a lot easier. Whereas we come off the league, we lost 2 or 3 games in a row, and then we lost the Offaly game. So the mood in the camp was probably a bit in the dumps. Like, you have to have a few tough conversations. You have to iron out what's going wrong, what's working, what's not working. And yeah, then just got back into training.
It was my first year out with the senior team, so I came in May, I think, after doing the 20s. A lot of new lads were introduced into the team, so it was good to get exposure for us all into senior county football.
Tipperary is the first game. It was good to get a win, and I think that really set us up for the rest of the competition.
It was my first game actually, and we knew that we had something there, and there was a possibility for trophies. The Waterford game was next. Actually quite a difficult game, but again we pulled through and got the result.
There's not many people who had much inter-county experience, so when you get a few wins and everyone starts enjoying their training, you get a good confidence boost. Going into the Down game, knew that it was probably the best 2 teams in the competition. We ended up winning that game by 2 points, but they had something like 16 or 17 wides, so that was always on our mind when we were playing them again, that we're really going to have to up our game if we were going to beat them again.
And it's an effort here, and it's a well-taken score for James McEntee.
Then we played Wexford in a quarter-final. It was a sunny day in Avon. Started off slow, they went up by a few points, and then I think once we got going then we really pushed on the second half. We won comfortably in the end then. Next up was Antrim then in the semi-final.
It was the first day out in Croke Park for a lot of lads. To get that exposure and a bit of experience and to prepare for the final was very important.
Weird build up to that game because obviously Andy McEntee was managing them, and I know he was my first inter-county manager last year, and a lot of you've got sons and nephews on the Meath team, so I think that kind of really fed into the atmosphere that day.
Half time at the Antrim game, everyone was kind of quiet, and we knew it was either like kind of do or die here. We kind of clicked then in the second half.
Players looking to make their own page of history today in the second ever Tailteann Cup.
We knew that Down would be gunning for us, so we were ready for anything that came at us, and just taking away at the points and the goal. It was a great help for us.
Comes back as far as Jack Flynn. And Flynn's shot looks hit the post, and it's gone in off the defender, I think. It's a goal. Jack Flynn.
I'd say that was more of a lob into the box. I didn't really know much about it, so I was kind of laughing afterwards. I didn't know how it ended up in the goal. I don't think Ronan Jones knew much about it either.
Playing football and composure kind of brought us to the win.
Here they come now. Their tails are up. They're up by 2. We've played the 5. This would give them a golden ticket into next year's Sam Maguire, but they want to win this, and Jack O'Connor can round it off. Stop! Oh, it's in! Jack O'Connor has come on. He's been the hero.
It brought the county and all the fans, like, it brought great joy to the county, and you could see banners going through nearly every town in the county. It was brilliant.
So it now gives me great pleasure to present the Tailteann Cup to Captain and V Donald Keogan for Gaudagus.
There's no silverware in Meath since 2010, so for guys like Donald Keogan and the older guys who've put in the last 10 or 11 years without getting much return, for them to get the chance to go up to Hogan Sand and lift some silverware in Croke Park was great. The competition really served its purpose. It gave us, a lot of the young lads, it gave us all 6 championship games together. And hopefully this will be a bit of a launch pad and we can push on next year in the National League and run into the championship then.